Well, hello everybody. This is the Christopher Bagot Show on the YouTube channel, and we just found the password just a little while ago, so we're back on it. We're gonna do some broadcasts. We're gonna go follow this team throughout the year. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel; would be very appreciated. And we are here with the star of the show, Christopher Bagot.
All right, thanks, Ali. Appreciate you.
Head coach of the Annandale Adams.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you taking over the YouTube channel and trying to put some content on it. It's really cool.
There you go. And so it's very interesting, Coach Bagot. A lot of tradition here at Annandale High School, their football program spanning 7 decades. Tell us a little bit about that.
All right, well, it's an honor. I'm the 6th head coach in Annandale history. The school opened in 1954. The first coach was named Winkler, and believe it or not, he was the one that picked the colors red and white that we stick with today. We only 2 colors. We don't do a third, secondary color or anything like that. We're red and white. I think it was the story he had to look at a magazine, and that was what he ended up picking up. So the Adams are red and white, and Coach Winkler was the one who set that up, and he lasted for 2 years, and then Northern Virginia legend Ed Henry took over after him.
Yes.
After that was Bob Hardage. After that was Coach Adams, who coached me. And then after that was Coach Scott, who did it for 15 years.
Yes.
And then last year I took over. It's just the 6th head coach in Annandale history. We have 6 state championships as a program. One of the most, historically prominent schools in the state of Virginia. So hoping to be a team that can be in contention again here soon.
How has the offseason been like for you? Let's talk about it, because when you're a coach here, it's a very cyclical pattern. You got football and fall sports, and then you've got spring sports like track, baseball. Tell me about your offseason.
So I encourage all my players to be 3-peat athletes, and I'm a 3-peat coach. So I coach the JV sprinters in the winter. We call it Bagot track. We try to get stronger, try to get faster. And then in the spring, it's baseball time. I love coaching the Adams. I've been the head baseball coach. This year I was an assistant for Coach Rudd.
Yeah.
We had a good year, hoping to get even better. Got a few guys on the team that do both baseball and football, guys near and dear to my heart, of course. And then it comes to the summer, and summer is really just football preseason. We're lifting 4 days a week. We're Monday, Tuesday, we're off on Wednesdays, and then Thursday, Friday. And we went 6-7 weeks. You get the 4th of July week off as a red week. And other than that, we're here, we're grinding.
For sure.
So off season, I guess we use that term loosely.
Why is that?
Because there is no off season. We're working all the time. Always trying to get better.
We don't miss, folks.
Yeah. That was our motto this year. We don't miss. We want to be the team that's going to be here every day. We're going to work hard, and when the opportunity comes, we don't want to miss that opportunity.
Yes, that is a great a note to leave off on. And another thing I would like to ask you about baseball. We're just talking about it a little bit. Were you the hitting coach? Were you the pitching coach? And tell me about how you get your guys motivated when they're up to bat or whenever they're on the mound.
Yeah, I was the infield coach. Coach Rudd handles the pitching, and we got an outfield coach and a hitting coach. So I mostly deal with the infielders, and we go through our dailies every day. We take some ground balls, and we try to get into some situations that we either need to correct from the previous week or that we want to prepare for to be ready as a baseball team, and just trying to stay sharp. Major leaguers get to play every day. We get to play 2-3 times a week, so we need to get the reps every day.
Who is Coach Bagot this year in 2024, heading into the season, and who Coach Bagot was in 2023?
That's a great question. So, I think with the year of experience, I hope I'm a better coach. There's some plays last year I definitely would get back, and one that sticks out. We had our quarterback's helmet came off, and we went in, and the backup quarterback fumbled the snap, and that was probably on me. I think next time in that situation, I'll keep him in the gun and do something I think maybe is a little easier or more comfortable to execute. So I think I've grown in that knowledge in my situations. I think we've grown in our practice plan, and I think we have a good plan moving forward. I've added some coaches. I try to still be a high energy guy that can help the team out. That's the kind of thing that I never want to change. I always want to be that person. But yeah, that's it. I think I've grown in a little bit of experience, and I look forward to this year to see what we can do.
Great. That's a great answer, and I appreciate you answering that for me. Let's jump into early 2024. Marshall's coming up. Talk to me about when you get their tape. What is the process like for you digesting all of that and preparing your team for the week?
Yeah, a lot of film work, a lot of hours kind of go into that. We get a little help from or assist from Huddle. They'll help us with some of the breakdowns. But for the most part, the coaches are going to go in. They're going to say whether it's offense or defense. They're going to put in the formation. There's a lot that goes into it, a lot of hours that go into it just to then maybe prepare the scout cards.
Yes.
That the scout team needs to run for the week. So this week's a little different because we scrimmaged on a Thursday and we're playing on a Thursday.
Yes.
So Thursday night after our game at Herndon, we took the bus back and Coach Muhammad was loading the film, and then we share it with Marshall. Marshall had already beat us to it like 10 minutes before they asked, so then we share together. And then once we have it, then it's up to us to kind of break it down and get the plays out. And so we start doing that Friday morning into Friday afternoon. We have school on Friday, so
yes,
maybe I wasn't the best teacher. Sorry, Principal DeRose. But I did have to do a little bit of huddle. And then, Friday was just a lift for us, and then Saturday we had practice in order to get ready, and we had to have the cards and everything else ready for Marshall.
Okay, good. And one last question for you, Coach Bagot, this week. This is going to be a weekly thing, folks, posting later in the week. Coach Bagot, I would like to ask you this to end this off. What is the 2024 Annandale Adams?
That is a great question, and I like to say, hey, we don't miss. We're the team that's gonna grind it out, but truthfully, I don't know yet. We're as young as a football team as I've ever seen on the varsity level. Playing Herndon, they talked about having 15 starters back from a team that went in 7-3. We have 3 starters back from a team that went 2-8. So we have a long way to go. However, I have tons of kids that are excited, tons of kids that have worked really hard, tons of kids with a lot of talent that have worked hard in the offseason, in the weight room. So we can be really good. I don't think where we start is even close to where we're going to end. I think we're going to get a lot better as the season goes along. And I'm hoping that we can get it together and we can grow quickly. Hopefully we've grown quick enough that we can give Marshall a heck of a game, and maybe we can be singing the fight song around 9:30 Thursday night.
Of course, and banging on the lockers.
Of course.
Coach Christopher Bagot. This is the Christopher Bagot Show on Annandale's football channel.
Yeah, the premier one. Thank you, Ali.
An honor. Thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate it.
Of course.